So these little face tentacles really seem like an optimal time to have an IK handle and just have one control down here that wiggles the whole mustache, right? I would like to do that, so I'm going to stick some joints in each of these little face tentacles. Now, the trick to that, I'm sure you're all thinking that's at a funny angle. Maybe she's going to use the top view. Maybe she's going to use the front view. I am not. I'm going to use a trick in Create Joints called projected centering. When I turn on projected centering, you will see that this little snap icon lights up. Projected centering attempts as best Maya can to center things within what it thinks the model you're clicking on is. When it works so well. When it doesn't, it's really awful. But I think it's absolutely worth it for these little face tentacles because nope, that one did not work. Because they're so small and they're going to take a bunch of joints each, and if I can get this thing to line up, which I did before I hit the record button, that is not lined up. That is way over there. But if I can get this thing to line up, I can just go in and make all of my joints really easily. Maybe what I will do is I will select this model first and then try to projected center onto it. Let's make it not a referenced model. Let's go back in, try this again. Yes, much better. So you see it's a little off, but it's close. I'll be able to line that up. Do maybe 5 joints is too many, and the last couple are way off. So you do have to keep an eye on your projected centering as you do it. And you have to be sure that you are hitting the Alt key, not the Start menu key. But you know, little details. Okay, that looks pretty good. That's not bad. That could be a lot worse. So let's take these. This looks like the upper tentacle. And that's going to be JT, BN, 01. Let's grab that and just copy it and paste it in the rest of these. This one is going to be the end joint. You don't have to bind to it. Let's get rid of that. That's going to be 3. That's going to be 2. Let's give this a prefix hierarchy name. We'll call this left. Beautiful. I'm also going to take all 4 of them and give them a very, very small radius so that I can really see where they are, because the more accuracy I get with these, let's turn off projected centering, let's turn on pivot manipulation mode, and just get this as centered as I can at the start of that face whisker. Good. Same thing here. Good. Okay, not bad. Good. So let's do the same thing for these 2 lower face whiskers. I'm going to make this even smaller. These need to be very small. Okay, good enough. Yeah. Okay, where was I? Right, I was going to make more joints. So let's go back in, get projected centering back on, and we'll do this front 1, 2, 3, 4. Good, and then we'll do the back 1. that go in? Close enough. 2, 3, 4. Great. So again, we'll do the same thing. We'll just take all of these and we'll make them pretty small. And we'll go through and let's turn off projected centering for a little bit, but we will spend some time lining them up so that they are as accurate as we can get them to be. This actually looks like it came out pretty well. I'm pretty happy with that. This one doesn't look bad at all either. Good job, projected centering. It's just saying that when you do a good job, you do a good job. I was not wrong. Great. So next, these also need names. So this is the lower front tentacle. See, these names get really long, and any place you can save letters, you want to save letters. Really long. Okay, this one's going to be the end. We don't have to bind to it. That'll be 3. This'll be 4. And this one's going to be the lower back tentacle, joint, bind, 0, 1. This one's going to be the end. This one will be 3. This one will be 2. And now we will give both of this prefix hierarchy names again. This is the left side. This is the left side. So next we want to stick these into the hierarchy. So these two here, the lower ones, I'm going to stick onto my jaw joint. And because I've got this extra like squarish bit, I might just stick them on the extra squarish bit, but you could just stick them here too. It's fine. They'll be fine wherever you put them in this chain. They'd probably even be fine if you stuck them here on the lower lip joint. Just so long as they move when the jaw moves, that's the important thing. You don't want your face tentacles to come off when you open and close your mouth. That would be very strange. Here, let's do it this way. Now you can see. Face tentacles move with the jaw. Now the upper one, I'm just going to stick straight onto the connections joint. I guess I could put it on the upper lip joint. You know what? Yeah, I'm going to put it on the upper lip joint. That's going to give it a better, that way when I go to sneeze, because remember this is your sneeze motion, the upper face tentacle will accompany the sneeze. And now I can just take these and mirror them. 1, 2, and 3. I'll just press the G key and that will mirror over there. Okay, last thing I'm going to do is the ear. And the ear might as well do one last effort at projected centering because it's been working really well so far. Knock on wood, everybody. And we'll just go in and try this ear. We'll do 1, 2, 3. That did not work at all, did it? Okay, fine. We'll turn projected centering off. I've got 3 joints. That's all I care about, right? So this first one, I'm going to just stick at the base of the ear. Let's move this into world mode so that I can move it straight to the base of the ear. Yeah, right there. You're going to come out to the middle of the ear. Yes, you are. The middle of the ear is over here. And you're going to be the ear tip, and you actually did projected center a little joint. Good for you. Let's move that back a little bit. Great. So these are going to be left ear base joint, bind, left ear mid joint, bind, and this is going to be left ear tip joint. You can bind to it, you don't have to. We're not going to make a controller for it, it's up to you. And again, I'll just take this, stick it onto that connections joint, and mirror, and now I will have all of the joints that I am going to bind to in one happy little place. So in the next video, I will go ahead and bind that skin.